Hello. Hello, hello. How's it going? It's me. It's Watcher DM. I made it. It's Saturday, the June the 13th. We almost hit a Friday the 13th this week. Would have been pretty nice for the Blood Prairie release, but we released on the 13th anyway, because the 13th is a good day to release things, I think. And yeah, so I'm here. As you can see, I've got my, you know what? Let's drink one ocean at a time here, as I like to say. Let's go talking head style. Let's change up a couple of things here. Hi, nice to meet you. If this is your first time here, I'm Gabriel. This is Watcher DM. And yeah, I had an exciting, busy day yesterday where I got all kinds of stuff done. I'm going to change my lighting a little bit. I'm feeling like it's too bright. It's too bright. It's not fun. It's not sexy enough. It's not enough fun. Those who watch my videos know that I do like, let's bring this all down. And then they were in darkness. And then I'll just put my reading lights up to a nice relaxed. Yeah, this feels normal. This feels like something I can work with. God, what was I talking about? God, I'm a little scatterbrained. Okay, so yesterday, I did the cover for the NSR fanzine, which was awesome. I had so much fun doing it, and I'm really, really pleased with the result. I think it may well be my best piece of art that I've ever made, which is not something I, usually think, geez, I should put the microphone over there, I think, and just be able to talk into it instead of having to talk out the side of my mouth. Whatever, is what it is. Isn't. So I did that yesterday, and then Austin and I hung out, and we did the last bunch of edits for the Blood Prairie Player's Guide, which was not a lot of edits. I think it was like literally 12 very specific noodly things, like that semicolon should be a period, stuff like that. So it went pretty smooth. I need to go to my channel. I'm gonna get my little link here so I can share it on the interwebs. Cool, I'm muted. That's what I wanted. Somebody should mute this guy. Let's see. New Spielberg Aliens movie. Seems really uninteresting with nothing new to say. Okay, yeah. Is that the disclosure day or whatever? Gonna stream. Give a streamer. I'm gonna stream a bit about it. Come hang out with me, nerds. Post. Let's put it other places too. Let's go schlep it up on the old at here. Oops. Yeah, I know what I'm doing. What are we doing? Okay, it's fine. I don't know if that worked. I guess we'll see. We'll see if people start showing up. Let's see if anybody starts showing up. Nope, not yet. All right, cool. We're fine. So yesterday was exciting, good day, and we released this morning. We released Blood Prairie on the itch. We also kind of made the website public, so there's a website which mostly just points off to the itch page, but it's a way that we can control the inflow of people. Like, it's, we're hoping that at some point there will be enough of a Blood Prairie community that we can have the website be like kind of an active hub, and the domain name will be useful for getting people organized around. We'd like to crowdfund a book for it. In fact, I've already kind of picked out. I've got like a black, red, and a silver book, like a little, slipcase kind of book series that I want to make. It was Blood, Oil, and Silver is the pitch. Anyway, I've got dreams. I've got dreams about our little book thing that we're making. But I've played a lot of Blood Prairie, and I am writing an adventure for it as well, and I'm really, really excited about all of that. The play tests were super, super fun. We got to play with some amazing people, some of my best friends and players. Of course, Austin wrote the game, and his lovely wife Chelsea plays in everything we make. She is our most frequently credited playtester, I think. But yeah, Dave Kenny from Magnum Galaxy Games came and played a bunch of sessions of Blood Prairie with us and gave us amazing feedback, really, really good, useful, actionable feedback. Ryan Dawson of Gravy Boat Games came and played a bunch of games. In fact, I think he's going to be at he's going to be at our game next week, Wednesday. So he's awesome. I've got a couple of animator friends from the Vancouver animation industry who come and play. And so, yeah, just a lot of people have been able to kind of play this. And we've been playing and working on it for, I don't know, say 4 years. We started, I think our first playtest was 2022. I went out to Mexico to visit Austin. He had pitched me on this vampire western, was kind of how he pitched it at the time. I think we've evolved our understanding of the game to be like it's a post-theist kind of Canadiana gothic RPG. There's a bunch of language in there, but it's really evolved, and it's become a really, really awesome, fun game. I remember my first session I played a gunslinger, and I'm pretty sure Chelsea played a hard case, and I think Chelsea has always played a hard case. So a couple of times she's played something else, but she's mostly played like a hard case, which the hard case is kind of like the tough or like the fighter who can take a hit kind of vibe. But yeah, we can get into the details of the game. If you're interested, just sound off in the chat, poke me, and I will I'll lay it out. We can talk about it. Until that happens, I am going to work on I have, of course, another project going on, because I've always got another project going on, because this is my life now. I just make games and all the time that I'm not living doing my day job and sleeping and eating and pooping and stuff. So let me get my art up here. Okay, so first thing I need to do actually is I am missing a font locally, so I'm going to fix my font situation. As I think I recently downloaded this font. Let me see if I can find it. Assets, fonts. Oh, what's it called? I think it's got like a crazy... I seem to remember it having like a really weird folder name. Oh no, it's Gothic. Is it Gothic Chic? What are you? Actually, show me. Oh, right. It's grouped. Yeah, CC Gothic Chic. Okay. Yeah. This is the one. I don't know. I guess we'll try let's try this one. Yeah, I think. Yep, that was it. That was the one. Okay. And then it looks like I'm missing JSL. JSL Ancient as well. Is this the one? That looks italic. Let's install it anyway. Okay, yeah, but I don't want the italic one. I want the regular one. Show me the regular one. It doesn't de-italicize for you. That's kind of lame. Normal. Weird. I'm going to open it up again, see if it fixes it. Because it should fix it. File, open recent, Stygian Wheeled. Okay. Well, I don't know yet about the about this here, and I honestly don't know about how much the map is going to stay. Mostly what I've got to do right now is probably some writing. So I think the theme here is an overgrown castle. So we're going to start with some castle writing. Black stone walls reach sky. Forcing sickly vines. Black stone walls reach for the gray sky, coursing with sickly vines. Let's see what else here. Strange. No, strange is a bad word. Strange is a dumb word. Discordant. Bird song. Filters through empty buildings. So yeah, birds, weird birds have taken up residence in the thing, I think, in the castle. We'll see if that stays. Rhythmic tapping. Can you spell? They asked knowingly. Okay. So I think the concept here is that the castle that you come to, I think the pitch. So I'm doing the location first. I really probably should be doing the introduction and kind of the backstory first. And I guess I can talk a little bit about what this is. So the Stygian Weald is a location that Alicia and I put together like a bajillion years ago. That was probably like 2024 maybe, so not that long ago. Basically, if you're familiar with Ordinal M, they released a little thing called the Tiny Hex Map. Pretty sure that's what it's called, Tiny Hex Map. And the Tiny Hex Map is a little pocket mod zine that you can print up. I'll pull one up here on screen that we filled out and unfolded. I don't even know if it's the right one, actually. This is just whatever one I pulled. Oh, it is the Stygian Weald. Okay, cool. So you can see that it's like, the top part here is kind of the upside down. You get your home hex with your NPCs. You get 6 little hexes in addition, right? So these are the hexes here. I did a little doodly drawing of what's in each hex. So you can see these are this is the sketch space for everything that came later. And in fact, I did the drawing first. I was just doodling on the little sheet. That was my whole move. And then it's got a little dungeon too, so you can kind of spec out a little bit of dungeon stuff. So I'm going to put some dungeon stuff on here too. And then it's got a little 2d6 random encounter table. So this is the pitch. I did not actually write notes for what was going on here, but this is the originating document. And then at some point, I was doing the emails. So we have a mailing list. You can go join the Watcher DM mailing list at watcherdm.com. And you should, because it's free, and every 2 weeks we drop some pretty usable, actionable stuff. One of the things I dropped in the last year or so, and if you join now, you'll get it eventually, but it might take a while, is this. So this is the original art that I did for the email. And it was just to kind of make it, zhuzh it up a little bit, make it a little more fun. I cleaned up the random encounters, and then I just kind of, instead of having like these little, brief handwritten notes here, I kind of broke it out just a little bit to give me some of the concepts going on here. And I also did a little bit of drawing. I did some sketches of the Countess and kind of Putresca once she's like crazed and gross. And then the Crucible of the Dark Heart is kind of the, So this is the Crucible of Evil is the dungeon. I don't know if that's actually, that's a pretty lame name. So I'll probably get rid of that. But that's where this comes from. So actually, what I am going to do right now is just to kind of have the text be in as complete a state as I have it. I'm going to paste in the dungeon bits, and we're going to see, oops, that's not what I wanted. I want it to be like that. There we go. I'm going to paste in the dungeon bits. I'm going to see if I can get like a test fit here and start kind of mucking about with some of it. Text styles, I think we can make this header 2. So, okay, so this is interesting. So I really don't want this to be a header 2 because I don't want it to be, right, so this will be like a header 1 maybe. And then probably, yeah, geez. Stygian Wield. Gosh, I wonder if this little guy should go down here. I do love me a map as cover. I'm a big fan of it, and like I've been using it to some pretty great effect for a while. But we'll see. So I guess, yeah, so the cool thing is conceptually that actually does solve a problem, because this puts me back in a position of being able to do, I would make a duplicate header 2, we call it header 3. It's literally identical to header 2. All this stuff is just informational. This isn't going to be kept this way. Root caverns, themes and stuff. I'll put the bullets on it, but again, probably not going to keep this way. Oops. I think this, if I just make this, okay, yeah. So this is interesting. I want this to below current level. Interesting. No change. Okay, I think maybe if I just start this at 1 and go back to, no? That's weird that it's kind of using, maybe I need this to have its own name. This will be dungeon. Yeah, that looks like it works. Maybe that works. So that'll let me have a second numbering. So this is a thing I've been doing lately, where I try to use the number list item for my map key. So I can basically say header 3 or header 2, whatever, is what my title for each of my rooms is going to be. And then I can style the number as a number element, and kind of that's let me do some fun things, which in this case is manifesting as Roman numerals, because Roman numerals are like kind of tarot-y. If that makes any sense. This one has no obvious, which is fine. And again, a lot of this is kind of structural stuff that was just in place. Impaz gout. Hurts to walk. Did I actually have no text there? That's so weird. Oh, look at my document here. Huh. The plague imp. Obvious. Yeah. Nothing to it. Alright, that's fine. So we just make this into a header 3 as well. Okay, yeah, so this is actually... Okay, let me check this. Let's go no change. This will be manual. Okay. Okay, there we go. Yeah, I think that worked. So the rotting corpse, because of course there's a rotting corpse. Oh my god, I played, I've been running His Majesty the Worm for the last couple of months for my Wednesday night, my other Wednesday night group. And there is a dungeon seed in there called, it's Xania, which I think is probably intended to be pronounced like Zanaya or Zania or something like that. But I just pronounced it Shania because I was like, it's in Chinese, right? Sure is like the sound you would make for X. And I was like, that just sounds funnier to me. I've heard it be named Shania. As I said Shania then for like a billion times. The reason being that the place called Shania is occupied by a woman named Shania and all of her clones. And so the most common commodity of the entire tower is human flesh. It's Shania flesh. We played like 2 sessions in this place, and it was intensely weird. It was super dope, but it was super, super weird. What's fungus siphon? Yeah, fungus siphon should be its own. Right. Okay, cool. Oh, no, wrong one. This one. Yeah, there we go. Fungus siphon sounds weird. But yeah, lots of content warnings for that particular set of sessions. It's like, yeah, how do you feel about auto-cannibalism? And this is going to be bullet. And this will be this. Boop. And this. The overgrown hall. And doop. I want to do some bespoke art for this module too, so kind of going through the work part of this, but I'm really looking forward to the part where I get to do some of the art, because I have some sketches here, some stuff that I've already, in fact I can probably put those in right away and start working on the art sooner than later, but got to do eat your vegetables, kids. You got to start with the thing you don't necessarily want to get into right away, so you can get it out of the way and get to do the fun stuff. Another interesting thing here is that because this doesn't So it's for the Gloam system, right? So this is Gloam RPG, which I will, honestly, I probably should have shouted it out. Maybe I can add it to the description here. The Lone Legend. Not as lone as he seems, actually. I'm in his Discord. He's very unlone in terms of loneness. I'll put it in the chat there. This is the Gloam RPG, and it is a tarot-based RPG, not dissimilar to the His Majesty the Worm, which is great. Oh, that's weird. Why isn't it flowing that up? Oh, it is flowing it up. Why is it in both places? What is happening here? How strange. Okay, so the Crucible of Evil is here. We'll grab this, and we'll do this, and I think... Oh man, this is... Honestly... That's kind of fitting. So, if I were to... I guess I should put this up here, and then push this down here. Yeah, so this is kind of what I want to do, right? Is I want to have probably an introduction up here. I might need to muck about with this a little bit, though. I could also move the map. The introduction can go there, and the map can go over here. And if I do this... Yeah, if I do this, I think this would go like this. And I guess I could still go for an introduction here. I think actually what I probably should do is just take the whole Crucible of Evil section and just break it out into its own block. Whoop. So can I get rid of this? Okay, so now this is disconnected. So now I can just paste it in, and this is in isolation, which is great. That's what I want. All right. Is that, what is that? Oh, okay, yeah. Okay, cool. So, this is panel 1. Let me shrink this. Huh. Yeah, that looks about right. Obviously, the text is going to change, so it's going to be a little bit more, a little bit less text. But this looks like it could be the correct shape. I want to make a dungeon... a dungeon map, despite it not really needing one. I think it's really more of a point crawl. And I think when I first did this one, so you can see here how the dungeon is keyed up. And I just drew lines in between the rooms, and I did not bother to spec out, oh, this line is a hidden, and this one is a blocked, and this one is a path. There's processes for that I could have used, and I kind of I flubbed it. The idea here, though, was that you would get into the dungeon through the shadow of a black ash. So you would find your way into the dungeon by going into the shadow of a tree, which I still like. I think that's very Fey coded. Plague Imp Guard. Okay. Well, and then let's slap some of these arts in here. I don't know if I have these handy. Doesn't look like I do, so I will download these. And these are just sketches that I may or may not use in the final version. Where is family room? Adventure modules. Shatira. And this is Putresca. And this is the Dark Heart. Actually, it's kind of cool. I started working on a sketch of the Dark Heart yesterday because I was already like my brain was kind of bubbling and cooking. I did it on my tablet too, so I can probably migrate that. All right, I have been standing. I'm going to switch to sitting mode. Prepare yourselves. Excuse me. Okay, in sitting mode, we're allowed to have coffee. So we're going to have some coffee. I like me some hazelnut coffee. That's kind of my jam. So I tend to have hazelnut coffee in the morning. All right. Okay. Let's go. So I'm getting this. How am I looking here? Usually when I sit down, it changes up a little bit. So I got to redo the... Oh, thanks, man. Tavern Lore says, this looks great. You look great. They said that in Discord, so not in a video chat channel, which is fine. They don't have to come hang out with me if they don't want to. I understand. Ooh, go. Come on. I have this dumb little arm here with my webcam on it, so I can easily configure it. And it's only about... it is equally annoying and useful, so... I was complaining about this earlier, but I need to switch my microphone arm, I think, to be on this other side, like right next to my... I really should actually show this. It's a little crazy. So the way that my work desk is set up, it's a standing desk, and I have it set up with like a monitor arm. It's got a monitor arm that has my tablet mounted on it, so that I can easily work on my tablet in a comfortable-ish way without straining my neck and my back. And so this is awesome, but it's enormous. Like, it actually takes up a really good chunk of my real estate over here. And then I've got another little like dumb arm, like a lamp arm basically. But instead of having a lamp at the top, it's got my webcam hooked onto it. But then I've got this thing, this crazy microphone that is like mounted on the other side of the table. And so it's like hanging over my whole desk with wires running and everything. And I always have to talk out of the side of my mouth. So any benefits I'm getting from having my tablet be like really comfortably in front of me are mitigated by the fact that if I want to say anything and be heard, I kind of have to angle myself this way, so I don't really get to. It's a little silly. Just having a silly old time with my junk. Oh, that's good. Fucking coffee. Why you so good, coffee? All right, let's throw these pictures in here. We'll throw these graphics into the layout, and then we'll start working through. I want to draw. I really want to draw. I think we're gonna draw first. So this is my Dark Heart sketch from 2024. Oh, so long ago. And this is my Countess sketch. Countess Putresca. Before she became a hag. When she was just normal ugly. And then this is this is now Putresca. She's fucking hideous and terrifying. And I love her a lot. Her Majesty's a pretty nice girl, but she doesn't have a lot to say. Doom, 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 doom. Her Majesty's a pretty nice girl, but she changes from day to day. Wanna tell her that I love her a lot, but I gotta get a belly full of wine. Her Majesty's a pretty nice girl, one day I'm gonna make her mine. Oh yeah, one day I'm gonna make her mine, dude. That's my favorite Beatles song. Her Majesty. It's 28 seconds long. You're welcome. All right, so Stygian wheel. Oh, I have the AF photo here for the Stygian wheel. Maybe I can boop that and pull this one in, because this is okay. This is what I thought. Oh, wait a minute. Why is it so small? Why so small? Are you janky? It does actually seem. I feel like maybe that's not the thing. I think maybe this is the thing. Let me correct this open. Yeah, that's fine. Unprofiled document, fine. This also, though, seems pretty small. Yeah, this feels really small. Maybe I need to just redraw this in bigger, because this isn't going to fly for a 300 or 600 pixel per inch. That won't work at all. Get out of here. All right. Well, we can fight that fight when we get there. For now, this can go away. This can go away. We're in here. I guess I do need the map. So let's we'll just put this one in here, it's fine. And we'll just know that we need to improve it. Oh, you know why I actually wanted this one is I would like this one to go on the cover. Because I do like I said before, I think I really enjoy having a cover map. I think it makes good use of the space. It could also be cool to have the Putresca art be over here by the crucible, and maybe have this is supposed to be the encounter table, which I need to work out. There's some stuff going on with this that I have not. So that's probably the biggest thing that needs to change. Is the original version of this document has a 2d6 encounter table. And there's no way to generate a 2d6 value using tarot cards, and Gloam uses tarot. So we need to come up with more encounters. And more importantly, I don't think that Gloam has it's got some tables for like generating some stuff, and they're pretty good. Like they're quite good. But it doesn't have any procedures for like making a random encounters table for your dungeon. Let me see if I can. Which, I was kind of thinking about it. I was like, oh man, what would be really cool is if when you do your random encounter table for your dungeon, you don't like do all the cards. You pick out the major arcana that you think thematically fit with the dungeon. You spec those out to be random encounters. And so you kind of end up with, like, you can draw each round and not hit a random encounter until you do. And so if you want to imagine that as like like say it's a 2 in 6 chance, right? And you've got 21 cards. So 2 in 6 out of 21 would be 6, maybe 7 cards, right? So if you spec out 6 or 7 of the cards, then you don't really need to, like, you're getting the 2 in 6 chance of a random encounter just by virtue of the fact that those cards there's only 7 in the 21 deck or whatever. Yeah, that's a third. Yeah, it's a third, right? 2 and 6 is a third. Yeah. 7 out of 21. It's perfect. I did the math. The math is mathin'. Yeah. You couldn't really easily do a 1 in 6. But if you did 3 or 4 cards, for your location, you could probably pull that off. So maybe that's what I'll do here. Instead of doing trying to do the whole deck, and then what I can do is just say, like, if it's not a random encounter, the Torch's Gutter. But I don't know. Actually, you know what? I should just pull up the rules. I should just pull up the rules for the Gloam. So we can look at what it says about this stuff. Gloam. Okay. Here, I'm actually going to switch. We're going to switch to another mode here, which will be, I think, D&D Prep. And I'll just hide this for now. So this is the Gloam, or Gloam RPG, a fantasy tarot tabletop role-playing game. Sam Helms is the design, writing, and illustration. Incredible that he did all that. Honestly, it's a lot. It's a huge book too. It's like 60 pages. It's really, really good. Love that. How to play. Seems easy. Nice. When a card is drawn upside down, it is reversed. Reversed cards come into play in the magic system, event decks, and oracles. So let's look at event decks. Here we go. It does have procedures for this. That's what I thought. So we'll see what this says about it. The referee deck is used to determine random encounters during adventures. Each card corresponds to one encounter. Draw a card whenever the characters make noise, travel to a new location, tarry too long in one spot, or when it is most dramatic. Event decks include a good mix of mundane events, interesting NPCs to talk to, challenges and puzzles, and potential combat encounters. 3 example deck tables are provided on the next page. For wilderness adventuring, dungeon crawling, and settlement exploration, come up with your own event decks to suit your table, or simply interpret the major arcana as you go. Optional rule, reversed event cards. If you draw an event card and it is reversed, the opposite event or something bad happens instead. For example, if you draw the 7, the Chariot, in a settlement, the Herald brings good news. But if the card was drawn reversed, the Herald brings bad tidings instead. Okay. And then just to see what it says. So hilariously, there might not. Okay, torches. It's literally. The word torch appears once in the document, and it is here. I have a feeling that there aren't actually rules for light. Let's find out. Let's see. Light. Use the charm in the way that makes the most sense. This is folk magic. Major Arcana. I think this might be... Okay, this is arcane magic. The magic system looks interesting. Reality bending waves of pure energy. An arcane spell is composed of 2 words, one from the minor arcana below and one from the major arcana on the next page. Draw for both. Combine the words. And interpret the effect with the referee. Spend at least 1 resolve to cast it. Oops. Generally, spells that inflict wounds can cause 1 wound per resolve spent. To cast a spell in combat, you must succeed on an opposed wands test. Keep a list of known words and draw from them to create spells. Quest for new words. Man, that's good. That's honestly really good. That's really good. This is dope. Command light. I like that. And then like the reverse is sorrow. Do I have my... You know what? I have a tarot deck right here. Let's draw a spell. That sounds fun. This actually might be my favorite thing. This is not a tarot deck. This is a dungeon deck. Classic. Okay, I think maybe my tarot deck's here soon. There might be one over in my bedroom. Give me a sec. I'll be right back. All right, I did it. I do have a tarot deck. It's even my really cool D&D tarot deck. Check these bad mamma jammers out. Pretty great stuff. But it needs, okay, so it needs it to be separated. So I think I already have these separated from His Majesty the Worm. Yeah, I do. But I'll need to shuffle them separately. Okay, looks, oh, no, hold on. These need to go over here. All right, let's just do a quick count. See where we're at. Boop. That. Cool. Oop. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. Perfect. 21 major arcana. It's not a perfect shuffle, but it'll be enough. Okay. So we draw one major arcana, one minor arcana. So we got the 10 of Wands and the Moon both face up. So that's 18 is Beast. And 10 of Wands is Command. So I got Command Beast as my first spell, which is pretty cool. Let's draw the next one. Let's see what we get. Oh, these are both reversed. Which I don't think it reverse matters for the minor arcana. So I'll unreverse that. Okay, so Cups. 6 of Cups is Mend. And 10, Wheel of Fortune, is Fate, but it's reversed. So Mend Delay. Mend Delay. Does that mean I get to go fast? Or like I cut the piece of time out of the middle from a delay so that I become on time? That's so cool. Let's do another one. This is great. I like this. Oh, I got the Fool. The Fool doesn't count, I don't think, for this. So we'll unhinge him. I got the 9 of Cups. Solidify, Liquefy. 1, Magician. Liquefy Mind? That's dope. Solidify Mind. That would be like a psychic defense spell or something. All right, Sam. I'm in. This is incredible. 10 of Swords. Defeat. Okay, and then we got 9, the Hermit. Which is, but it's reversed. So it's Isolation. Defeat Isolation. So also the art for these is pretty fuego. I'm a fan. I think this is beautiful stuff. Defeat Isolation. Alright. Does that mean you make a friend? Or does that mean you like summon people? Interesting. Alright, and then we got Wands, Queen of Wands, and the Devil. So 15. Queen of Wands is Heat. And 15 is... Oh, but it's interesting. So it's reversed. So it's Control. So it'd be Heat Control, which I think is like Control Flame, right? You control fire. And then if it was regular way up, it'd be Pain. So Heat Pain, I think, would be like a fire spell as well, right? Like a heat, like hot somebody up and make them searing pain or something. Pretty cool. I'll do another one here. 7 of Coins and Strength. So the 7 of Coins is Harvest. And 8 Strength. So yeah, Harvest Strength. See, it's like a buff spell? Man, I vibe this. I think this is standout. This is absolutely... I might use this in other role-playing games, actually. Tunnel Goons could use this. I love this. This is the best. Hello. Hey, Andrew. Good to have you, man. Thanks for coming by. I love this. I'm working on my submission for the Gloam Game Jam, which is happening right now. In fact, I linked the Gloam game, the actual game. I should have linked the Game Jam. Because if you haven't made anything for a Game Jam yet, you should. It's great. Gloam Game Jam. Jamma. It's a one-page game jam, too, which I love one-page game jams. They're by far my favorite. Unfortunately, I think I don't really have a way. Do I have a way? Let me hit browser here. Okay, yeah, let's do... I can just bring this up here. Boop. Cool. So there's already 5 submissions. They all look really great. I love the vibe of all of them. But yeah, it's just slap it down, make it happen. I love the borders. Look really good. Art by Arthur Rackham. Playtested by Gabe, Ben, and Josh. And this was written and designed by San Helms. So this is literally the guy who made Gloam. Made made one of the submissions. Made the most popular submission. Let's check out the Ruined Crypt. Let's take a look at it. Text fonts are Hamburger Schwabacher. Let's see. I'll put this in. Put in the folder for Gloam. I keep calling it the Gloam. It isn't. It is just Gloam. Save. Let's crack this open. Let's see. Ooh. Man. Oh, I love these trees. They're so good. Before you stands a ruined building, its massive stones eroded by the rain. Old moss-covered, broken up walls rise towards the clear sky. Jeez, okay, well now I feel like an idiot. My castle is literally pretty similar to that. It's fine though. The framework was eaten away by mold long ago. Okay, so let's see here. So this is your encounters or events table. Draw on the table of encounters when you enter the premises. If the chest is open and a seal broken, and its seal is broken, a spirit escapes and attempts to possess those who set it free. The collapsed bells lying on the ground begin to hum. Their corroded metal vibrates and glows with a greenish hue. The bewitching sound erects an invisible barrier, preventing you from leaving the crypt. New monsters and treasure. Spirits of the crypt. Stat wounds speed. Man, I really like this. I like what he's doing with it. It's also pretty hard. This looks pretty hard to use. By virtue of the fact that it's all kind of, it's done in this really monasterial, monastic, that's the word I was looking for, monastic style. Tree borders from the ruined crypt. Yeah, aren't they good? Yeah, I love it. All right, let's check out one of the other ones. Submissions. The Long Road. A long and winding road. Bum, bum. Ooh. Ooh. Does the other one use red? I feel like red is showing up in a couple of entries here, which I don't hate. Lay out a settlement map as pictured to the right. Oh, so it's like a random location? Ensuring the judgment card is the last card of your layout. Let me see here. So start here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. That's only 12 cards. How can you ensure... I guess you just keep the judgment card out? Or I'm maybe not reading this right. Maybe I need to zoom in a little bit. Okay, no, there's just side streets here. That's interesting. Oh, that's really interesting. Using page 41 of the Gloam rulebook, flip the starting card and determine your location. Okay. On the side street, something glimmers. Pull a card. A through 5, a coin. 6 through 10, a key. Page through king, a small dagger. What's your intuition say? Minor or major arcana? Draw one of each face down. Mix them up blindly. Write down which you think you will pull. Flip one card. If you guessed correctly, you stay true to your path. If not, you wander down the side streets. Lose time and draw another event card. Interesting. Okay, so this is the event table. I see. This is cool. I really love the embellishments on the side here. I'd be really interested to know where they got those. The castle illustration is really cool. I would probably redraw this border to make it align with the fidelity of these. This looks just blurry and kind of out of place, which is unfortunate because I think it's a cool concept. All right, let's check out Come With Me or The Mountain. We're taking them all. Ooh. Yeah, I like me a simple. This is elegant. This is pretty simple. Situation. The Sierra family have overseen the prosperity and the defense of the town of Fontancesco since the ultimately disappearance of the Baron family several decades ago. They work to encourage education in martial strength as well as promote the prosperous trade that passes through the town port and merchant quarter. The player characters have been called to meet with Lord Tybalt Sierra in order to look into the disappearance of his daughter, Lady Katarina Serra. Oh, Sarah, not Sierra. Sarah family, my bad. She disappeared on the night of the full moon several weeks ago. Lord Tybalt suspects some sort of fey trick is at play and is desperate for her return before the next full moon in 4 days. In reality, Katarina has absconded and eloped with her suitor. Cool. Runaway daughter. Love that. The Sierra family estate. Church of the Holy Father. Merchant's Quarter. Brone Castle ruins. Dramatis Personae. Okay. Yeah. That's cool. Yeah. Not a ton of details. It's like plenty. Could use an edit pass, like everything, but you know that's life. I like it. The Plea of Oberon, a fey play gone wrong. Let's download it. Let's see what we got here. Ever since Oberon, king of the Fae, had one too many dalliances with mortals, did Queen Titania grow distant from the Eternal Lord. He plans to win back her heart with great theatrics, sending his minions to the mortal realm to study music and theater in order to hone their craft. The Lesser Fae have taken up residence in the York House of Mystery, much to the chagrin of the church-sanctioned theater. A few hooks to begin this quest. The church is willing to pay to deal with this matter discreetly. Rumor says the Fae brought with them a magical instrument as a prop. Okay. Yeah, I like this. I like the map. 5 key locations. You've got A's and B's here, so 24 haughty human patrons are awaiting a sneak peek of the York's newest. This is great. Now 1, though, let's see. So 1... I'm maybe a little confused because it has an A here, but there isn't an A in here. So I guess it doesn't matter where they're located, and maybe the B is just the disguised Redcap acting as an usher. That's interesting. I love the borders, though. I think the vibe here is that these borders are kind of the move. I'm actually going to try and work up a border situation here then. I think that'll probably be my focus for a little bit at least. Let's try and work up a border solution. And to do that, I'm going to switch. We'll switch back over to art mode. Welcome back to art mode. And we know that we are looking at it's letter sized, So let's let's crank this up. File new, and we're gonna do letter size, but we're gonna do, oh, I can't do 600. Can I do 600? 600 pixels per inch is what I want. And that'll give me enough room to do a nice big chunky border. And then we will go here, art, and I need symmetry. Sorry. My coffee pot behind me will sit there and make noises, slowly leaking gas. Is it layer? Where is the symmetry tool? Yeah. Snapping. Symmetry, here we go. One symmetry, there we go. And actually, I guess we need 2. Can you just be 2 now? 2 symmetry, okay. And yeah, let's lock it in place. And we're just gonna doodle a little bit. Is that working? Didn't look like it was working. I do need a layer, so whoops. We'll make a pixel layer. Delete that. Okay, there we go. Woo, cool. Now we're cooking. Where are we? Yeah, we are. Okay, cool. Is that? Yeah. Okay, cool, perfect. And so go brush 2, and I'm just gonna bring this up a bit, and we're gonna make some marks. And I think we're gonna start by just a little leaf here, something like that. Here, a leaf here, a leaf here, and we'll do a little branchy over here. There's another little leaf here, and here, and here. And yeah, we're just gonna doodle some little leaves and things. Maybe we'll make another layer. And maybe we'll try and do like a little little rabbits running. Crows hanging out. Crit 2026 message. Tales of Maquette. McKay. I think it's pronounced McKay. McKay Tales. I'm just going to check something real quick. feel like maybe... nope. That. Okay, I kind of don't hate any of that. But I'm going to switch... guess. I do and actually hate all of this. So we're going to get rid of those. We're going to come back to this. And yeah, we'll just do... something like this. Apparently I cannot draw a heart sideways. Yeah. It always looks like a butterfly. Kind of a dumb butterfly, too. Okay, stop. Let's just do something like this. Something like this. Okay, that's pretty weird. That is pretty weird. And I don't hate it, so we're going to keep it. We're going to merge these two down. Merge visible. That's fine. The hell? Merge selected. Okay, that's better. And then we'll bring this down to like 25% visibility. We'll make a new layer. Kind of zoom in here. And then we'll just do this, you know, for real this time. We'll do it with... What's the theme of my submission? So, you know what, let me save this real quick and I'll show you the document that I've got started. Boom, 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 boom. Where am I? This is going in Game Jams. Glum one page. Border. So the Stygian Wield is my submission that I'm working on. And so I did this map a while back for, like I just did it for fun for my email. And basically it's a 7-point hex crawl with a 6-room dungeon inside of it. And the idea is that this contest was... So this count and countess were like, you know, these forest protectors. They had a place called Wieldguard was their castle Wieldguard. And basically they stopped replying to like, you know, invitations and birthdays and stuff. The messengers who were sent there never returned, etc. And it turns out that the count was kind of a dick and was like basically fooling around on his wife, despite her having kind of, you know, been a very faithful and loving partner. And so I think the idea that you would discover over time is that she killed him and his mistress. I think that's indicated here in the Foxtail Grove, where a skeleton lies in the mushroom circle. Oh, wait a minute. No, this isn't it. Where is it? Creeping Woods. Merc Hollow is where the home base is. Fairy Empire. Maybe it's Fairy Fireglade. Yeah, inside the cauldron are the Count's coronet and the skin of his mistress. So she skinned her and killed him and took his heart. And it rotted and became a portal kind of thing, like an access point for the plane of rot. So his rotten heart has basically corrupted the forest. It's kind of the pitch. I don't know if it works. It's pretty light so far, so it doesn't have to work today. Like it's good enough to kind of get going. But yeah, that's kind of the start. I think I've got a little unicorn bound to the ground, stuck in vines. If you can free it, it'll maybe help you out with some junk. But yeah, it's a little exploration kind of place. Go discover, you know, the mystery and try and figure out what's going on. And then if you go into the dungeon, there is the Dark Heart is down here with her kind of all rotting. So nice and gross. Plague Imp is her little the devil that kind of convinced her to do it, kind of thing. The origin of the dungeon is her shame and regret. So she kind of like hides in the access to this place is supposed to be in the shade of an ash tree. So like you go to this black ash, and if you walk into the shadows of it, you appear in this other kind of transdimensional space. I don't know if I love that, but you know, none of this is super solid. So, but I had some doodles from it from before, and I had some, you know, obviously the map, which is always nice to start with a map. And I had done the tiniest little bit of writing. Thinking of how to incorporate some of the symbols into the border. Yeah, I was thinking about that too. I think that was kind of where I was going with the hearts on the border. So like the hearts here, kind of do some heart symbolism. I think the vines, the kind of choking vines, work. It's supposed to be like a kind of a lush weald, like a lush forest. So, but yeah, I don't know. Just also okay to just draw a little bit and get some cauldron, dark rotten heart, mushrooms, unread messages. Unread messages. That sounds interesting. What do you mean by unread messages? I like that. Oh, is that right, because of how the PCs are sent out, right? It's the cool idea. Weird. Cauldron. Yeah, I was kind of wanted to do, maybe this is a good place for something like that. Yeah, I've got some fungal motifs going. So it's a good idea to put some mushrooms up in here. Some little mushrooms. Oh. Oh, thanks, man. Oops. Yeah, let's just make it a... I feel like the risk here is that I end up doing like illustration that doesn't match the theme of kind of that medieval illuminated style, right? Where it's like medieval janky. I don't know. Is that okay to say? I'm not disparaging medieval art. I just like it's not like it doesn't have modern illustrative sensibilities, which is exactly what makes it look the way it does and make it work the way it does. Like this, for instance, doesn't look good. Maybe it will look better. Nope. Alright. I don't know about the cauldron. We'll see. We'll have to see. Yeah, woodcut, and it's not even that it's like janky. It's just like it's the fidelity is like intentionally kind of low. It's like it's low because it kind of has to be, right? Like there's only so much definition you can get from a woodcut block. Even the thing I just did here, right, where I'm like, oh, I'll just draw some wood lit under this little bit here. This is way more. The bubbles are nice, yeah. Boop, boop. But this like already is more detailed and like realistic than a medieval artist would even bother. Like they would just be like, "Why would you? What are you doing? What is that supposed to be?" And you would explain foreshortening to them, and they'd be like, "No, that's not how God. That's not God's way. We got a witch over here. They put me on the fire." That's okay though. You know what? There's no wrong answers right now. Right now, I get to just play and try and get some things to kind of look juicy. That's the game here. Is I'm gonna try and make this look. Oops. I'm gonna try and make this look nice and juicy. Goal, juiciness. Bring it up. What are you up to today, man? It's a Saturday, right? Or, yeah, I mean, obviously we're in similar time zones. What you got cooking? We doing the community meetup tomorrow? We're gonna hang out. Hmm. Tomorrow for sure. Awesome. Let's kind of look here. Let's turn off the back thing so we can kind of see where we're at. Some round ball football World Cup, I reckon. Do some study too. Oh, nice. What are you studying? What's the study? Ah. copywriting. That's cool. What is copywriting? You know what? That's funny. I think I've actually ordered copywriting before, and I've never once thought to myself, gee, I wonder what that is. What is it? Copywriting course. Okay, yeah, ads and marketing. That's good. I think that's what I thought it was. That makes sense. Oops. Mainly want to use it to analyze how I frame scripts and add copy for my wife's business too. Well, what's your wife's business? In the abstract, if you don't want to dox yourself. I get. Nope. Nope. None of that. I feel like maybe... It's no problem at all. She has a pizza and pasta workshop business where people come stay the night as we're out of the city. Pizza and pasta workshop. Okay, so hold on. She has a pizza pasta workshop business. And then also you kind of Airbnb the spot, or is that what I'm picking up? Pizza and pasta workshop sounds delicious. As a huge fan of stuffing my face with delicious Italian food, that sounds amazing. A package of work. Oh, that's so cool. So they come and they learn how to make pizza and pasta and stay. I kind of want to come do that. That sounds fucking incredible. Advertised for people from Monterey. Interesting. Man, I suck. I need to learn more about Mexican anything. Uh, I've I only know Monterey Bay, like the aquarium in California, Monterey, California, and I know it for bad reasons. I think my parents divorced like right when I was going. I went to a trip to Monterey with my dad. That's when my mom moved away. So it was always a weird spot for me. Had weird memories, but Monterey looks beautiful. I just looked it up. So you advertise two people from Monterey. Is that local to where the business is, or is that like a place where people would want to get away to like to your spot? Also, do I have to speak Spanish? Because I do not know how to speak Spanish. Muy poquito. Okay. Well, one of these days, I'm kind of on a 5 year plan right now. You're about 2.5 hours away. That's cool. That's nice. So do you live in like is where you live like fairly rural? Do you get like really beautiful kind of rural location vibes out where you are? 3,000 people in the mountains. That sounds dope. That sounds really nice. Yeah, I live in Vancouver. It's pretty nice here, but it's not like small. It's small for cities. Like I've lived in like San Francisco and like Denver. So comparatively, this place is tiny, but it's still a big ass city. So people always trying to do shit out here that's kind of wild. Yeah, please do. Send me some Discord photos. That sounds dope. All right, let's get these big leaves up here kind of sorted out. Monterey metro region has double the population of Vancouver. Yeah, that sounds about right. Yeah, Vancouver ain't big, but it's just big enough that I don't really go outside very often. Always be drawing. Man, I'm so unreasonably stoked about how well that cover came out yesterday. I'm just so like kind of over the moon with it. Um, it's just one of those things where like I try to draw like I do a daily drawing practice, so I'm always trying to improve and do my drawing like exercise and stuff. But because it's always exercise, it's like, oh, it's 10 minutes, and I kind of don't really finish stuff. I just kind of get the motions in. I get the exercise, like the physical part. And but even still, like when I try to draw something like here, I'm drawing this, right? But I don't, this isn't, it's not popping yet. It's gonna take probably some work and some time to kind of get this to happen. But oh, thanks, man. The thing is, though, is like, all this stuff, anytime you're doing a piece, anytime you're doing art, it's like one of those weird things. Are they? That can't be true. There's no way. San Francisco is way bigger than Vancouver. Austin. Population, Vancouver. The city of Vancouver has approximately 751,000 people. But you're probably talking about the Metro Vancouver area, right? Because I'm sure you're actually right. You're right in the metro sense, but the actual city. I don't think that being bigger is being better. Let's be real. But you're comparing the wrong things, dude. Like, the San Francisco Bay Area has many times that. Like, you're saying that, like, Vancouver, Metro Vancouver. Yeah, the metro area for Vancouver is like 3 million. And San Francisco Bay Area has 7.5 million people. God damn it. Chill out, Austin. Bigger ain't better. Trust. San Francisco ain't a great city. Like, I moved away for a reason. It's fine, but like it is what it is. Like, we were just talking about how nice it is to like be out in the rurals, out in the sticks a little bit, get away from all the big city stuff. So don't get upset. Don't get angry. I love Vancouver. I think it's way better. I'll fight any city. But the Metro's 4.6. All right. So you're talking about like, so San Francisco, like the metro area of San Francisco is, you're right. It's only like 4.5 million. But that's like the island of San Francisco, right? Whereas when you say Metro Vancouver, it's including like Burnaby and shit, isn't it? It includes 21 municipalities. How can you even find this out? I probably don't even need to know this. This isn't important. It's not important. It's fine. Let's turn this off for a second and see where we're at. Okay. I'm going to save this and set it aside. We'll come back to this. Yeah, it reaches all the way to Abbotsford, dude. Okay. Yeah, you're good. You're good. All right. Also, though, I would like to maybe I can zhuzh up one of these. Let's Oops. That's fine. Let's make a new illustration. Make it A5. Regular. This. Create. And let's pull in some. Yeah. Austin just wants to argue with me because we released Blood Prairie and he's feeling in a mood. He's all spiced up. He's all high on released jet fuel. Here, let's go check the numbers. Let's go look. Let's go see how many people have downloaded our game. Oh, that ain't bad. That ain't bad at all. It's fine. That is totally fine. Here, I'll just bring it up on screen here. So, 31 views. I wonder, you know what? We could probably do all time here. So when we first released it, so we first released the bookmark on December 15th, 2025. And now here we are 6 months later releasing the page, the actual player's guide. So that's pretty cool. That number will go up. Oh, yeah, Blood Prairie, looking good. Also, I gotta say, I'm kind of a fan of the website here, with the cool, crazy Cthulhu monster coming out of the sky when you scroll to the bottom. I like it. Go to the website. Get Blood Prairie. Tell your friends. Alright, so we're in a fresh illustration space. I'm going to go back to adventure modules, Shatira, grab the Countess. I'll place her in here. Little bit. Little beats. And bring this up, bring this down. Boom, boom, boom. Okay. And do this. So anyway, the thing I was saying about the cover for NSR that I did yesterday is that it was one of those rare moments where, like, I had drawn the thing, because I drew the wizard with the weird, like, bubble head with, like, the little thing for his beard. You know what? I probably have that. Let me go get my sketchbook. I'll be right back. Okay, so I'm gonna switch. We'll do. You get up here. You get up here. Yep, get up here. I'm going to talking head mode for a minute. So, pretty sure. Yeah. So, when they told me it was Space Wizard, I just kind of doodled this guy. I just drew him, sketched him out real quick, like 5-10 minutes, whatever. I drew him real quick, and then I was like, well, maybe maybe this will be my contribution, right? Is I'll just do, and so I kind of was doing like some little sketches here of what it might look like, some different compositions or whatever. I didn't love any of them. I didn't end up sticking with them, and I just kind of set it aside. But when I set things aside, they do not go away. It's stuck in my brain for like the whole game jam, or it wasn't even a game jam. It was just like the whole project. And so, like, the first thing I did for my submission was I wrote, and I think you both read it when it was in its earlier phases. So, Tomb of the Star Mother was based on Tomb of the Star Mummy, which I had made a while back. The original version of it is garbage. It's actually quite bad. It's got some cool ideas in it, but it was pretty bad. Did not have very much to do with mummies or stars or anything. And so, I had all this time in between submitting my entry, editing other people's entries, doing some art for some of those entries, doing some layout for some of those entries. So I just had like my hands in this thing for probably like a month or two, on and off. And finally, when it was like, oh, we're doing the cover, and I saw somebody else's cover, and I was like, oh man, I have an idea for the cover, and it just hit me. I was like, I really want to do this wizard with his little tower rocket in the background. And so something about having it kick around in the back of my mind made it so easy to kind of sketch up. In fact, I think I still probably have the original stuff here. Let me get open. It's not in Game Jams. It's in Indie, Sword and issue 2, Space Wizard Sword and. So, I actually still have all the layers for all this. So I can just hide all this stuff and hide this. And I think, yeah, so I can hide the layers and go back. So you get rid of this is like my last pass of shading stuff. Here's some light touch stuff. And you get rid of this stuff. And you get down towards here, and these were my sketch. And I got rid of these. These were some of my color layers. And so you can see the original illustration was literally just like the shitty blue, a little doodle of a guy. And then I was like, well, I'll block in so I have the block. And then same thing with the tower, right? Is just like eventually adding all this stuff, but underneath it all, the tower looked quite different. It was just like a. See if we can get it here. Oh, that's okay. These are the ones to keep. I think that's a light layer, color layer, color layer, color layer. Oh, is this actually my original color layer? This might be my original color layer, actually. Still under there. Probably still visible. Oh, and I guess I still have this up, and I have these up. And probably this is still up too. Yeah. So that was kind of the original. I threw this up, and the stars I just kind of slapped up. I never ended up modifying the stars at all. So this was the original sketch that I sent Dante and Josh, and was like, this is kind of what I'm thinking for a cover. Like, I don't know. But, and then, yeah, just keep working it until this was the stuff. This right here, the texture on the bricks was the thing. That's the thing that really elevated it, pushed it over, and made it just really look like a finished piece of artwork. get rid of this. That's the one. And this one? No, that's not it. It's this one. Yeah, there we go. Anyway, it's so damn good. It's so fucking good. Surprisingly good, right? Like I was just like, I was shocked. I was literally shocked when it kind of came out the way that it did. So I'm really, really stoked because I'm hoping that this is going to be like, oh, from now on I can do this. I'd really like to be able to draw like this and do this kind of art for my modules and stuff. The bracket joining the tube to the hat. The bracket joining the tube to the hat. Oh, this little thing here, how it connects to like the bubble helm. Oh, these little brackets. Yeah, that was an evolution. That went through some changes. There's also like I had at one moment I was gonna have him like floating towards something in the foreground. I had this kind of like little structure here of like gold or something in space that I had pitched, and Alicia was like, "No, that's dumb. Get it out of there. Take it out. It's dumb." I was like, "God, I'm so glad I have you." But you can see I had little glowy bits. I don't know. This I think is this right here was the standout decision too, like putting a little kind of dungeon grate window thing in the tower. Yeah, unreasonably satisfied with the result. Very, very happy. All right, let's do gross lady face. Let's finish working on gross lady face. Very reasonably satisfied. Thanks, man. It doesn't actually look right. I think it needs to be closer in. Nope. Nope. All right. Glow one-page adventure. Countess. Yeah, I think I originally had her wearing some kind of weird skull necklace, but I feel like that's not very... I don't know. We'll see. I think I did very, very much character development here on this lady. Maybe the necklace is the opportunity to add the countess aspect. Yeah, that's kind of like, honestly, she's pretty hideous already. Like I didn't need the second version where she's like even more fucked up and deranged. This she already looks pretty diseased here, I think, and that was kind of the pitch. Was I had her already looking pretty nasty. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know if I love this, and that's okay. Kind of, I come back to it later. Usually, give it a little time. It's kind of what I was saying earlier. It's like it's so good to more like Pukestra. Yeah. Like having that space away from the original sketch that I did of that wizard, I think really let him kind of blossom into my mind. Like I was able to really crystallize a vision of him in my head that I was then able to translate to paper with a lot more fluidity, and I felt less like I was figuring it out as I was going, and more like I was just transcribing it to digital space. Unfortunately, I think I have reached the end of my usefulness for my own efforts. In that my body is telling me it's time for bio things. So I think we're a little over 2 hours. So 2 hour stream this morning. So thank you so much for coming to hang out. If you like the stuff that I'm doing here, I hope you'll hit the like button. I hope you will subscribe if you want to see more. Hit the bell icon to be notified. And of course, go join the Patreon if you want to come be involved in creating games with me and working on this kind of stuff. I'm doing a lot more art. I'm going to be doing a lot of streaming this summer, so I hope that you will come and join me as I stream. And if you want to get involved in our playtest, come and join Blood Prairie. You can go to bloodprairie.com, go to the itch page. We've got a subreddit, where you can go and engage in conversation with the author and myself, and maybe even some of the artists. Thanks to my friends, my friend Campaign at Length. Andrew, thanks so much for coming and hanging out. And to all my creative friends out there, I appreciate your support so much. It means so much to me.